Greetings. Welcome to Of Darkness and Light. This is a special present for somebody who is watching and listening. Because I'm going to start writing, and so it's going to be squeezed into the beginning of my part 3. Writing has me get to breakthroughs. And I went and I ate some food after I wrote part 1. And I went and I smoked a cigarette. I like that last. And I came back and I had a destructive attitude. Because I didn't feel right in my body. I wanted to keep writing really badly. And instead of listening, which was that I needed to drink a bunch of water. Bunches of water. I went on a journey that taught me things from my body. When my body starts speaking as I write, it starts speaking to me in its riddles. And so I'm going to make this a video that's just about this. It's about listening to the body. I'm in the middle of writing or preparing a video series of me writing my story, Oculus. I have smoking habits. They're addictions. I've been reconsidering how I look at the energy I feel in my head. And there's the damaged portion in my top right. That's there. But there's the ease I feel through the rest of it, especially underneath that. And down here, I have this spot that never goes away. And I came in to my room and I wasn't feeling the hype to sit down and write. I was feeling like resting. But I don't want to rest. I want to go. Because I know I can. But I shortcut it with shit that doesn't work, that hurts my body. That makes my work worse. And I'm just getting over having something in here from allergies and stuff. And inflaming an allergic reaction with the use of a balm. And it's like, you can do that stuff. But you gotta listen to your body. I don't listen to my body with that in particular. For the longest time. I overuse marijuana. I always have. For a very, very long time. And I'm sitting there after I smoked out of that bong and went in pure destruction mode and was like, oh, I started coughing. And then I doubled down. And I was like, maybe I won't cough if I just do it again. And I basically inflamed a pre-emphysema attack where I was really, really hacking. And I've had these before in my life. Every time I've ever had something my body speaks to me that loudly with, I stopped fighting. I stopped smoking cigarettes. This one time when I felt this squishiness in my breathing. It was like my lungs were sticky. I It's like, okay, we're going to stop smoking cigarettes right now. There's no way I can walk around feeling that anymore. It's the grossest thing ever. But when you're having like trouble holding oxygen in your lungs, even if you're able to get it all the way down in there, and you know the pattern's going to even out with water and a bunch of breathing, and you notice the patterns in your lifetime where it's like, wow, every time I have one of these pre-emphysema attacks because I'm smoking like an asshole after I've been sick, which is something I've done in patterns over my life because I'm an addict to this one thing. What am I doing to myself? I'm working towards a conclusion I don't know. And so I sat and I noticed I was having trouble retaining the breathing. And it was creating panic in me because my pattern matching is grasping this foregone conclusion in the far off future if I do not stop that in the short term. Doing it abusively, period. Trying a very hard line. Because that's always been the problem. I try and stop entirely. And my body wants me to use it a little. It's very helpful to me to stay grounded in a world that spins you up and confuses the hell out of you. And I use it more than most. But I don't ever choose to use it in a way that doesn't make entire sense to my body. It's never something I should use when I feel like I need to rest. That means I need water and breathing and to perhaps lay down or to regather my energy. People do it with all types of things. People do it with television. People do it with ice cream. People do it with video games. People do it with reading books. You take stuff that's a great spice of life, and even one that you are going to be working with in your life because it means something to you. And you get entangled with it in a way that's unhealthy. And it becomes your destruction. And it's this on-off switch with people who have addictions. And there's hard lines for what's okay and what's not. But I believe it's okay to smoke marijuana. I think it's something that can be done respectfully and can be very helpful to certain types of people. But I'm sitting there, and my subconscious, which in this series, I'm really opening up to the flow of my writings, subconscious communication techniques. I open up to hearing and moving with my subconscious steering more than I normally do. Which is something I should probably do more of and not less. Because I've been claiming kind of egoically that I'm like this flow master, but I'm clearly, I'm just getting there in a way that's really profoundly interesting because of my circumstances. And I'm sitting there, and my subconscious literally manifests the voice projection into my mind. Like, it's more than words. There were words, but it was like, this is the big one, honey. Like, you have to face this right now. Because I'm sitting there having a little bit of an anxiety attack about trying to pattern match, trying to not pattern match when I'll die and how much I'm allowed to still enjoy my addiction and all that. And it's such a nightmare underneath the surface. It's the bottom of my burrito. And what's right over top? I'm sitting and I play a couple keys on the piano intuitively. And they are of high pitch. And I choose another one intuitively, and it's getting more anxious. I'm like, okay, we're going to move down the piano. And I find this golden key. Oh. And I'm looking at what I've been looking at the whole time I'm sitting there breathing. And it's an album cover from a record that just happens to be on top of one stack that's facing forward in the living room of the place I moved into, that was offered to me a couple days ahead of being evicted by somebody I had met that day. About a week. They offered me a place to stay shortly after me. And I flowed right here, but then I panic and I control things. But I believe in my safety despite my disability because of a connection to listening to my body and to having a subconscious peace treaty that has been deepening, and it's been helping me so much. Oh my God, it's been helping me so much. It's because it knows it in its own pattern matching that it has me free and clear in time. And I know that because it knows that. But I'm looking at this album cover and it's a bunch of guys. And there's one who's the lead singer. And I don't even have to say it in my mind. I'm just like, that's a lady guy. It's like, he's a dyke. That's a dyke. There's just such a vibe. That's a lady. And I faced my biggest fear because I'm always still facing the projections of other people, right? And I'm looking at the album cover and I'm like, hearing my subconscious officially start lying to me, being mean, steering me. And I wrote it. I didn't fight it. I was like, really? Telling me it's because I know I'm a man. And my heart feels empty. And I'm just like, you dog. That's just what I'm afraid about. And I'm afraid because I'm starting to take my medication again on a higher level, which has respiratory effects. And so I need to start being more careful. And I'm having trouble breathing right now. Because I was just really stupid again. In a way, it's okay if I get better in time. It's about finishing strong. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna just face towards my body all the time, and I should be set. It wants me to write hydrated, not dehydrated and like high. That doesn't help finish. It's what breeds typos and some misbegotten ideations of what's cool. So I go back as I'm looking at that album cover, and I'm just like, no, it's just my whole body telling me I gotta figure out this smoking cigarettes thing. And then I'm like, wait a second. I didn't cough at all when I smoked this cigarette. It's the weed and the ball. I was like, I really gotta do this right. The thing I know, oh yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I've been a weed addict since I was a senior in high school. The whole senior year of high school, I was smoking weed. I started in junior summer. I had a couple experiences, and then I just started chain smoking weed when I went into junior high. Or sorry, not junior high. When I went into senior year. See, my head's all fucked up with time. I should investigate why time feels so confusing to a schizophrenic, mathematically and scientifically. Directly. I'll write that down. Time keeps on slipping. Is this another tyke? This is such a good story. Okay. Okay. I'm a lady. I'm a gender incongruent man. I'm a trans woman. You can call me what you want. You can try and tell me this isn't a tyke. All you want. It's almost right. It's just that they're pansexual too. Okay, so you can tell me all that stuff all you want. And it's you're wrong. You're the one that's wrong. Because that was my last layer of fear denial before the fact that I need to stop smoking cigarettes and weed. But the problem is my bong. And the way I've used bongs. And that's fun. And that's something to laugh about. Because our biggest problem is usually something really stupid. Like the problem of Adam and Eve. Eve got trained to not be the manic butthole hunter she is. And it destroys us. It destroyed me. That's really the other thing I have to accept about my demise. And the key always helps you laugh. 1, I need to stop being a pothead that's hurting my body, and my body will stop paying forward. That incongruence with what it needs. 2, the people who destroyed did it because they were too tempted. Too tempted. Okay, see you later. Wasn't even an ask. It wasn't a requirement. That's what's hilarious. Okay, see you later.